Alright, hello everyone, Reggie here. Today we are playing Stars of the Dreaming World by quiesphere. Quiesphere, which I said before, it like to the Stairway. This is related. That game is related to this game, kind of. All I can say about it, it's a collection of short stories, featuring around a certain world. That's about the game. That's about what the game is. So yeah. So there are multiple chapters in this. So basically, this will be like a multi-part series. So yeah. Currently right now, there are like number of chapters, I guess, but we'll see. Without further ado, let's select a story, I guess. Did I say Rise and Shine? Okay, I forgot. Let me repeat that again. Rise and Shine, Rise and Shine, Stellarians, Fallen Star Imagi here. There you go. There you go. That's a much proper intro. Story select. Alright. There's like a number. I guess we just start with the question mark then. Alright. Prologue of a Dreaming World. Story sufficient. Read the story. Sure. Let me see if this first. Did I have all of them on, by the way? I was making sure at least. Yes, it is, okay. Sometimes I worry a bit. Sorry. Alright. Prologue of a Dreaming World. Story sufficient. Read this story? Yeah. So there are a total of like 12 and 1 bonus story right now, I think, we're gonna see. Today's the day. After an excruciating amount of time, it's finally complete. With this, I will make it right. Make it right. Okay, character's name is Elena. What is there to make it? What is there to make right anymore? There's no one left. This world, devoid of elements and colors, has nothing left. Everything looks like this. Void gray shades of what it used to be. Too many thousands of years ago to count. Exclamation point. Okay. You can fly, can't you? Can you? It's a bird. Sad. Of course. Not even the wind can anymore. You'd think there would still be another creature like this. Even though it hurts just to breathe in this air. Even though you have never seen this, you have never seen the colorful world there used to be. You're so strong. How can I be like you? Have determination. Is it because this is all you've ever known? Maybe. If you knew, okay. If you knew, I wonder how you would feel. How would you imagine such a world? How would you imagine such a world? Would you miss the dull gray shades? Will you accompany me? Even if I can't take you with me, I can tell you about it. About the world I remember. Ah, no touching the ribbon. This is my most important thing. And I need it for the spell. Very cute bird. Did the color catch your attention? Maybe. This one is called yellow. It's the color of the sun, of beehives, of flowers. God, it's kinda like Isat again. Where the world is devoid of colors. For me, it's also the color of friendship. I see. Well, everyone has different color friendship. This ribbon is the last thing in this world that still has color. I've used all my strength and magic to protect it, and the memory within. It's Kona's voice. Okay, character name is Kona, I guess. Alina, we're here. We're here. Can we come in? Go ahead. I'm almost done with the potions. Alright, mission briefing. Kill a deer. Nah, just kidding. For today's request, we need to go harvest fruit. We need to go harvest fruits from the feral blooms here. Oh God, feral blooms. To this side. I wonder if we're ready for this. Those are the big carnivorous plants, aren't they? Well, you gotta get like Mario. And they can eat a halfling in one gulp. Scary, isn't it? Don't say that with a smile. You and I are staying in the back line, got it? I think we're more than ready. Don't worry. All we need to be careful is not to burn the fruits. So no using fire this time. Got it. Backline and no fire. We'll have to exploit their other weaknesses. Maybe such as their rooting then. Nah, just kidding. Wow. Speaking of their rooting, from what I remember from the books, they should be weak to cuts too. Yes, the classic cut stab bash. That would be an easy job for me. Come on, feral blooms are nothing. I hope they give us color missions soon. We're still guild apprentices, so we shouldn't rush. But I think we're improving fast. We are. Today, getting fruit from feral blooms. Tomorrow, saving the world and kill God. Classic. Just like Etrian Odyssey. Yeah, I wish. I can't deny that would be really cool. Together, we can get there someday. Okay. I have forgotten so many faces and names. I swear I would never forget. But before I realized, I couldn't remember anymore. But I must never forget them. No matter how much time passes. My first friends, my dearest memories. They're all here, kept safe in this ribbon. I will never let them go. Ah. This is my bond to the past. In it, I weave the most powerful spell in this this world has ever witnessed. A spell that can join this time to uncountable years ago. If it works, I'll see a beautiful sky again. I'll see the trees and the sea, and all the colors of the rainbow after it rains. Sorry about that. And the rain, the freshest of the water drops, and the clouds that die like the sunset when the day ends. I'm sorry. I won't be able to bring you with me. If I could, you would be able to fly across skies of many hues. You'd see all the towns, the cities, and all the people from far above going about their day. You'd meet others like you and go on fun adventures to new places with colors you've never seen before. If I could. Yeah. But I don't know what will happen to you. or to this world I'll leave behind. I'm sorry. Here, you've kept me good company. Farewell, little friend. It's time for me to go. As I look at the landscape, I take a deep breath and regret it instantly. But I endure, and seconds later, it doesn't hurt anymore. Grasping the ribbon in my hand, I feel the magic pulsate in my palm. Even with my experience, this will be the most complex magic I've ever cast. I close my eyes and concentrate, and bring the magic to life. And before I realize, I can't feel the ribbon on my hand anymore. Exclamation point. This is... Where am I? You're there, aren't you? Behind these doors. I'll be there soon. So wait for me. Dear friends. Dear Chara. Nah, just kidding. You will never know this. But I will join this present with the past and return to a time way before we met. In this eternal loop, I will keep the world alive for you. And even if I won't get to see you when the time comes, we will meet again. I'm sure of it. It's pretty sensitive, but it's still not really bad. At least it doesn't get any other noises. I'm sure of it. Just me just tapping the headphone. Ooh. Yeah, I really like the art style. Their art style so much. That's one. No. Alright, this is the actual one now. From an end, a beginning. Stories of Somnus. Read this story? Yeah. There are like at least 6 more stories then to cover. And so, all that was left was nothing. And from nothing, or perhaps from an unuttered wish, was born something. From an end, a beginning. From a beginning, an end. The story of a world. Okay. In a box born from nothing, lived 2 siblings, a brother and a sister. They had no parents, no other family, friends or acquaintances. For they also had been born from nothing. All they knew and had was each other. So to pass time, they made up stories while looking at the faraway stars. What kind of stories could there be out there? In that world, the brother pointed at the one of the dots in the sky. There's a wizard that travels back in time to stop a prophecy from happening. But when he arrives to the past, he accidentally befriends the person who will make the prophecy occur in the first place. Interesting. Oh no, the sister exclaimed. How will he manage to stop it now? Is he gonna try to convince that person? He might try to do that. Or maybe his actions will be what will make the prophecy happen in the first place. He's in a pretty tough situation. What if he tries to warn himself from the past? Maybe leaving a message. The sister suggested. Okay. That could work. But then maybe others would find that message and travel to the past without permission. It's a time paradox. They will even send another time traveler from the future to stop him. Yeah. Uh-oh. He's a wanted man now. Through space and time. I'm just kidding. Maybe this wizard wasn't as nice as I thought. But whatever he tries, the future he comes from has already happened. He's gonna have to make a difficult decision no matter what. To let the prophecy happen, or try to stop his new friend at any price. But that's the most interesting part of this kind of stories. It is. Who else will he meet along the way? Maybe there are more people investigating the prophecy. Perhaps there could be an organization 13. No, just kidding. As they thought more and more, the stars expanded, intertwined with each other, extended to take over entire worlds. And when they finished with a star, they looked for a new one. And another, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another. In that world, some travelers, joined by destiny, traveled together on an ancient ship that will bring them to the center of the universe. In that world, a group of seafarers depart on an adventure to investigate an elusive island that hides treasure from a previous civilization. Interesting. Group of seafarers. Oh my god, it's Etrian Odyssey Nexus again. In that world, a researcher and their assistant delve deep down a newly discovered cavern and find out strange ruins, secrets, and creatures they never could have imagined. Where did they get all these ideas and images from? Hadn't the siblings been born from nothing? Imagination. Somehow, in the back of their minds, there might have been something. Maybe they have watched SpongeBob, that one specific episode. A vague memory from which the fantasies kept weaving into more and more adventures. Something they never really thought about. But after a long time, telling stories wasn't enough anymore. Even if they never got tired of telling them, there was still something they lacked. Something that felt distant, unreachable. A piece to the puzzle. So the sister had an idea. Brother, I am going to dream about this world. And with those words, the sister closed her eyes and went into a deep slumber. And enter Yumeniki. No, just kidding. In her sleep, she dreamed about many things. She dreamed about a tall spire in the middle of a field clear and smooth like marble, like an infinite salt flat. Oh my god, it's Tower of Heaven. Holy shit. We're gonna do some platforming and follow the laws. Maybe one day I'll play that. And from the window, the brother could see how the field extended to the horizon and reflected the bright sky instead of stars. She dreamed about a lonely bird. So lonely it split into two parts, with one wing each, so as not to be alone ever again. Interesting. And when the brothers stepped outside the tower, two winged figures curiously approached him. Not just kidding. She dreamed about many marvelous treasures with great powers, and the brother was reminded of the stories they had told. They had told each other with every one of them. And she dreamed more and more. Filled with curiosity, the brother took the treasures and left the tower to visit the world. The world changed in many shapes and colors. He walked, observed, and met the new inhabitants of the world. To each of them, he bestowed a treasure, and with their powers, the world became an even more lively and diverse place. But after traveling for so long, he stopped and asked, "Are you watching, sister? Can you see the world you've made?" But his dreaming sister did not reply. "I have seen it. It's a beautiful, chaotic, marvelous land of dreams. I've walked alongside its people, seen them create, destroy, and rebuild, witnessed their stories, and lived them too. And I have yet to see it all. In this world you've created, the stories are infinite. But what is the point if you can come along? That's true." Then, the brother realized that no one would ever know the face of their creator, her voice, her name, Namaiwa. And should his sister ever wake up from her dream, that would surely be the end of the world. Interesting. Alright. That's really short. Probably thought one of them would be long. To Groundhog World, Stories of Essence. Read this story. Yeah. Reliquia. I swear it's true. It wasn't just a dream. Reliquia forms into a pout, convinced that she's still not being taken seriously. At the end of her team's latest guild mission, she fell asleep inside a vase for quite a long time. She was probably tired. Thought her brother Rune and Ludmilla when they finally found her. As they enjoyed their most deserved free time by taking a break in the guild hall, Rune stares at her, somehow finding her insistence a tad out of the ordinary. I mean, it's true that your dreams don't usually have this much detail, or at least, not that you can remember. Don't you think it's just a good sign? Of course it's a good sign. It's the first time I remember so much. That's why it has to be real. Also, there's the book. With the seriousness of someone who has just witnessed a crime, Reliquia forcefully hands him the strange book she's holding. "A friend gave it to me. It's about his adventures." The book is certainly something strange for Rune. As far as he knows, its existence is a complete mystery. It's oddly different from any other normal book, and the author and contents are in an unknown language. Maybe if we witness someone dying, that would work. Oh, never mind. That's from In Stars and Time. Sorry. Not even the more avid readers among the other guild members thought it familiar either. When they found Reliquia inside the vase, she just had it with her. Interesting. I wonder how did they fall asleep in the vase, right? Oh, what's this? What's this about the book? A third voice appears right behind Rune's seat, and a figure peeks out from over his shoulder to check out the pages. Really like the CG so far, I'm not gonna lie. Ah. You sure like showing up by surprise and giving me a startle, huh? I mean, everyone do like that. Do really like to do that, you know, when they're like, you know, want to jump scare someone. Can't help having a little bad habit or two. Oh, leader. Religia's expression lights up when she notices their presence. It's Gwyn, the leader of Camellia Guild. I was going to joke on Camellia a little bit, but no, let's not. My heart, my voice, my love, love, love. There you go. At least. Leader of Camellia Guild. A person surrounded in mystery, as much as the guild itself, or at least for those who don't know of its existence. Interesting. But for the members of Camellia, they are someone they both respect and consider a great friend. Interesting. So high is their esteem that none of them really mind that they're keeping everyone at the limits of the law. For not being an officially registered guild, or how carefree they are about it. Interesting. In the end, what does it matter when they can all have a roof under which to hide from the world altogether? Yo, Ludmila already gave me a summary of the mission. Good job and all that stuff. You know the drill. When you said we were going to an art exhibition, I thought it would be something way less hectic. Well, yeah. They're supposed to be less hectic. Okay, hang on. That's why this was a mission. You know, we don't take normal requests here. Interesting. Yeah. Honestly, museum visiting will never be the same. My standards have changed. I'm gonna be on edge, expecting any portrait to suddenly pop out and try to strangle me. Oh! Wow, did that happen? I'll let you guess if it did. It was really cool. The paintings came out of the frame and started moving around, and the statues too. Ooh, sounds exciting. I knew you would have a great time. Do come with us on the next mission for once. You'll see the kind of stuff we have to deal with every damn time. Very exciting indeed. Can murder. Nah, that's your job. If I can avoid fighting, I will. Being a guild leader isn't about the action, you know. It's more about the bureaucracy. Well, there's a guild leader that can fish, you know, in the forest, and they're safe. They have a cannon at least. Anyway, enough Entry and Odyssey references. Bureaucracy. What bureaucracy? We're an illegal guild. An unofficial guild that no one dares mess with, and that gets highly secret requests with very good rewards. You're welcome. Okay. Queen carefreely drops into a nearby chair to join the conversation properly. Speaking of which, what was the book you were talking about? Part of the payment? No, it's... A friend gave it to me. And Rune doesn't believe me. Gwyn extends a hand towards Rune, and he gives them the book. With a very, you know, I forgot what that kind of smile is. Bewildered smile, I guess. From the look they give it, even they find its binding somehow different from any book they've seen before. Okay, the front is the front is decorated with an illustration of a silver-haired young man grasping a star with one hand and a tin sword on the other. Below, a title engraved in shiny letters. Interesting. That's definitely not a language I recognize. Yep. Oh, I know what it says. The book is called The Silver Cat. Interesting. I also remember what it says on the back, I think. On the back, Gwyn turns the book around. Behind, in the back cover, there's what seems to be a string of words. How did he say it? It was something like, okay, there's no treasure in this world or any other that the silver cat cannot steal. Interesting. But I think that's all I can remember about it. I can't read the pages at all. So it's a story of a thief. I see. Interesting. Does it sound familiar? Nope. Not one bit. But that tagline makes it sound pretty cool. Okay, Reliquia's face changes from a pout into sparkling eyes. The instant Gwyn shows interest in the story. Ah. I met the protagonist. He gave me the book. Though I met him before the story. That's it happened. Yeah. Ludmila told me something about that. You fell asleep and had a dream, right? What happened there? I went to another world, with a strange man from the museum. Everything was dark and rainy, and there was a lot of fog. It was actually a bit scary. Hopefully it's not Silent Hill. Oh. But I wasn't alone. There were more people from the other worlds too. I don't remember everyone much. Okay. Reliquia's expression darkens. Some details are very clear in her memory, like the book, or the man from the museum. Everything that she can easily remember from the present, but the rest is very blurry. Could it be that you entered the world of the book? If the paintings came to life, perhaps the story in it did too. No, I don't think so. The pictures inside the book look very different. There's a big city, and everything is fancy, and bright and pretty. Okay. Sorry about that. Very different from where I went. I see. What did you do in that world then? I think we save it. Everything was being covered in mist. We fought against monsters and scary creatures. There was a forest and a lake. And the portrait of Rune. Dad and me too. Well, look. At least I'm glad we're famous enough in your dream world for someone to pay us. And Rune doesn't believe you. Shame on him. Hey. I mean, it's not that I don't believe her. Your face says otherwise. Yep. Gwyn stares at Rune, accompanying Reliquia in solidarity. Her eyes fixate on the warlock in an accusing glare. Aha. Well, your faces say that I have no allies left in this world, and that no one will ever believe me. Too bad. That will teach you. The pouts on their faces become even stronger. Too strong for Rune to even maintain eye contact. Yep. I also like the faces. So funny. But the important question, did you have fun there? Of course. Well, there were some moments I didn't. Everything felt very sad, and I thought I wouldn't be able to come back. And it's good that you were able to return. You know what? We're gonna celebrate big today. I'm gonna count that as another complete mission. Hooray! Yippee! Reliquia happily raises her hands in the air. Okay. Gwyn returns the book to her, and with her chin leaning on the table, she starts eyeing the pages once again. It's strange how detailed and real some dreams can feel. Okay. Ruin murmurs in a small voice, trying not to start another argument with his sister. Interesting. No, I believe her. Gwyn lowers their gaze to the floor. Their voice has suddenly become oddly serious, as if letting something out from their thoughts. All good? Hmm? Of course, all's good. You have that face that you get sometimes that says, "I started thinking about gloomy stuff, but I'm not going to say anything about it because it's way too gloomy." I mean, we all know you don't like talking about yourself, and you don't have to. Some of us don't tell much about ourselves either. I feel like some of the others have secrets I'd rather not know. But if you're not feeling well, we can help you distract yourself. I can show you the pictures in the book if you want. They're really nice. Yeah, I'm not unwell. That I can say. I was just thinking about gloomy stuff. But checking out the book seems like an interesting plan. Wonder if we could even try to decipher it. Other worlds. It's not unthinkable after all, and much less for Gwyn. Gwyn knows the truth of this world, and they haven't told anyone. Of course, no one should learn about it. Would anyone believe it even? No. Something that absurd couldn't possibly be true. And the worst part is that nothing can be done about it. Gwyn has a dilemma. A dilemma with the world with their role in this world. Would you let yourself be stepped on over and over? Would you let yourself be step on over and over just because you didn't remember the previous beating? Let yourself be stabbed over and over just because you keep forgetting about the wound. Are there any differences? Kind of. The world is in a loop, chained to repeat over and over. Once it reaches its end, it goes back to the past, and history repeats, with both its joys and tragedies. That was the wish of the one that locked the world in this loop. Interesting. Not even Gwyn knows how many times it has repeated. If this is the second, the 10th, or the infinite, and probably it doesn't even matter. All the worlds, actions, and situations are still the people's will, but at the same time, they have been written by themselves all along, since times no one will ever know about. But this time, there's something different. Gwyn realizes something. That the dreamlike reliquias, an encounter with another world, can only have happened once. In a whisper, almost inaudible, Gwyn replies, "Maybe one day I will dare tell you. Maybe." Interesting. Okay. It might be short then. So far, yeah, I understand what's happening. The prologue shows us like, okay, basically something happened, like, this one lost all the colors, and somehow got transported into this weird door. This is like the story of the siblings that try to make stories. However, the sister fall asleep, and the brother also kind of joined into the world that her sister created, but stuck in the. However, her sister is not. It's nowhere to be found, or like won't respond. If they and he thought that if she ever wakes up, basically that everything will cease to exist, or like end of the world basically. This one basically tells us, actually this is more about Gwyn rather than anything else. Like Relic, yeah, it's still irrelevant at least at this point. Like, oh yeah, Gwyn already experienced, like basically at this one, Gwyn already experienced like the world has been repeating and over again, and yeah, so they know the truth. But however, due to like Reliquia's discover like unexpected things from Reliquia, maybe there's a chance to like kind of break the loop or something. So that's one thing I will say so far. That's chapter 2. This is story 3 or story 2. So that's like summary so far from story 0 and 1, so 0 to 2. Wow. Well, anyway, let's continue. 3. I had to try. Stories of Ascent with the story. Somnus, Stars of Somnus. Stars of Ascent, okay. So far, Stars of Ascent. Interesting. So there's 3 so far that are Stars of Ascent. Alright, read the story, I had to try, yeah. Warning, this story may contain sensitive themes, holy shit. Okay. Proceed anyway, read content warnings. Warnings, suicide mention, blood, slight violence. Oh god. Alright? Before you proceed to any further to story 3, mind those warnings. Alright. Without further ado, let's continue. I will timestamp everything anyway. No worries. Yes. Ooh, this might be likely a very long chapter. I had always considered myself one of the best at my job. Fast, efficient, unhesitating. A flawless record, some would say, if they knew. Like I had been born for the job. At least that's how it was. Until that request, the feral blooms. Interesting. I don't know how she found me. We assassins for hire don't exactly advertise ourselves out in the open. Interesting. Maybe a different character. No, it's not. The yellow ribbon. There you go. If we're not already at some rich bastard service, we get jobs by contacts, by recommendations, often through secretive channels and arcane messages from unknown senders. With device meetings, passwords, secret codes to communicate unnoticed, and our work is just as swift. After leaving one of the biggest sacks of coins I've ever seen on my table, she made her request. Please, I need you to kill me. Triple dots. What? Have I heard that right? You want me to kill you? Yes. She answered without a tinge of emotion or hesitation in her voice. Okay. She couldn't have been past her early 20s. A young woman I have never seen before. And that couldn't have been part of any of my circles or acquaintances of my contacts. Hidden under a remarkable cloak and visibly unarmed. She had knocked on my door just to ask me this. On my door, which no one should know I live in. How did she even come here? And for what? To ask me to kill her? I let out a sigh. Look. Look. I don't know what your situation is, but I don't deal on assisted suicide. Got it? That's not the kind of job I do. I know, she insisted. But I have tried everything. I have tried everything and I'm still here. I have to ask you. Please, I need to try. She looked me in the eye. I could sense an emotion in her words, in her gaze. Some sort of strange despair I couldn't understand. After seeing so many clinging desperately to life in the face of imminent death, I could never understand. But again, she wouldn't be the first nor the last person to want to leave this world. You're one of the best at this, aren't you? She lowered her gaze to the coin sack on the table. I have to ask this favor of you then. Is there truly nothing you want to live for? You're still going back from something like this, you know. She didn't reply. Again, I'm not one to ask my clients motives in depth. That will drive me to make judgments, and that's not what I get paid for. Thank you. I can offer more coins if necessary. More coins. After that giant sack. Who was she? The tormented daughter of some rich noble. If that were the case, and I went through with this job, they might even send me the assassins. This was clearly some sort of convoluted trap. But sure, I could go along with it. Why not? No. There's no need to. This is plenty. More than what I am usually offered, in fact. Okay. Not that she'd need any of her coins after this job, if she was paying from her own pocket. But somehow, I found myself refusing. Does that mean you'll take it? She looked at my eyes again, almost as if begging. A strange spark of hope among the gloom that threatened to swallow me with every glance she gave me. Hope. Is that truly what that was to her? I sighed once again, contemplated for a moment, and gave my answer. Fine. I'll take it. I accepted the sack. I was still going back on the decision now. Are you in a hurry? Or can it wait until a specific date? I asked to clarify. Not really. It could be any time. I have a place in mind too. It's not too far from here. So she had truly made up her mind. For the first time, her mouth curved into a slight, honest smile. I hope this won't stay in my conscience. The following evening, we met near a signpost outside the city. Under the cover of the night, she led me through the forest with a dim magic light in her hand, towards an unlabeled detection, to a small clearing I had never been to before. Feels like a trap. Something was off. Like stepping into a purposefully crafted fairy ring. Oh my god. Man, speaking of fairy, remember the other game? What was it? Moonlit Blessed? There we go. Yep. That is Alina. The path is a lot clearer during the day. If you wait for the sun, you will easily find your way back. Take this too. She handed me a piece of parchment. In it, I could discern a hand-drawn map of what seemed to be the route we took to get to the field. I'll be fine. You need not haven't you needn't have prepared that much. But I brought you here in the dark. You mustn't underestimate the forest at this time of the night. She affirmed in a way that made her sound genuinely concerned. This area should be safe for a while. I made sure of it. If you bury me near that boulder at the edge of the clearing, not even the forest animals would be able to find me, and no one will question you. Got it. I guess. I IGUE God, everydayness really just like the slow I guess is just like, well, that's kind of how I speak I guess now. Who was this woman that spoke in such confidence about all this? Well, soon that wouldn't matter anymore anyway. I'd only ask for one thing. I'd like it to be painless, please. Of course. I had already prepared a method. If I drench my blade in some numbing poison, she wouldn't even feel the cut. Okay. Hang on a bit. It was a perfect way to deal with targets in their sleep. Yep. With good enough dosage, they wouldn't even bat an eyelid, passing away as if they were still slumbering. In the same way, she closed her eyes in front of me. She felt the breeze one last time, and let the moonlight take the place of the dim light in her hand. A single, precise slash in the neck would take care of it. Thank you. And that was it. Her body slumped to the ground. The poison would numb her senses, letting her drip away in a painless farewell. Okay. The wound would stain the flowers red, and slowly spread throughout the field. And I would bury her under the stone, letting her eventually become one with the soil. She would have a good rest from whatever it was that tormented her life so much. This was the resting place she herself chose, after all, wasn't it? Okay. She couldn't possibly open her eyes. It's not like her wound would mend immediately, and she would rise from the ground, right? Then why? Why were the flowers on the field again unstained? Why was she slowly stumbling to rise from where she fell, clutching her neck? As she sat on her knees, I heard her muttering in a broken voice. Ah, no, of course. It was no use. What was the meaning of this? I'm sorry. She apologized. I had really hoped this would work. I really, really did. I really, really did. Could it be your... I suppose I should explain. Just try to keep calm, please. I understood then the exhaustion of a dozen lifetimes in her gaze. The poison's effect seemed to have already disappeared. I am immortal. Well, you saw what just happened. He explained, almost looking ashamed. I would have preferred to pass away without ever revealing it. I see. I tried to reply I tried to reply as calm as I could. I didn't think this was possible. Was I pressing shift? But then, why? Why did you ask me to kill you if you can die then? That's the reason. I have been trying to break it for a long time. I've seen enough, felt enough, lived enough. I can't do this anymore. She clutched her own arms, trying to stop herself from breaking, like she must have done uncountable other times before. I've tried everything. I thought perhaps I was holding myself back. That I was unconsciously rendering my attempts useless with my magic. That my unconscious self-preservation wasn't letting me succeed. So I had to give it a try. I had to ask one of the best, someone who wouldn't hesitate, who wouldn't mess up the job. You're still alive though, so I guess in a way I did mess it up. I will return to you part of the payment. No, please keep it. What just happened here was out of your control. Alright. I will take it as a secrecy fee. I doubt you would want this to reach people's ears. She seems satisfied enough with that. With a bit of effort, she pulled herself up and stood, looking oddly calm. Just one more failure. One more plan to discard. She must have thought. Just like who knows how many other times in the past. I guess. She looked at me apologetically. Jesus Christ, I'm stumbling so hard. At least now, I can personally make sure you can get home safe. There's no need, really. But might as well not let you go back alone if that's dangerous. She gave me a slightly confused look. Perhaps what I had just said was stupid in hindsight, considering what she was. Can I ask though? I couldn't help asking, even though I told myself I wouldn't. For how long have you lived? Well, a semblance of a soft smile appeared on her face. I lost count a long time ago. And we made our way back, leaving no traces of our presence behind. Dang. That's another one. I had to try, so... 4. Birds of the Salt Flat. Stories of Somnus. Okay. So the siblings again. Interesting. Read this story? Sure. And there's one more, I think? We'll see. The first look from the window had left him stunned. How? How could this be? He thought. Everything had changed. Everything had changed. There you go. Much proper. Where there had been nothing but void and stars before, was now so bright it was almost blinding. But as his eyes got used to the light, the view cleared up. A cloudy yet blue sky enveloped everything above and below, reflected by the vast mirror of a salt flat. Salt, crystal, glass, or perhaps something completely different. I have to go see this. Should I? Can I? Go outside. Outside. He had always been content with not being outside, just observing the world from afar in a room that didn't have an exit to begin with. Leaving was out of reach. But it was different now, and he had to see it. He ran to the newly appeared stairs, hoping they would bring him to the sea view. Okay, we can now finally play the game. Holy shit. He's sleeping up there. He shouldn't be disturbed. Oh my god, it's the stairway again. Now we can save for the first time. Bright yet cloudy skies, as far as the eye can see. Right? Pillars. Alright. Step by step, he descended. And after climbing down several floors, he found it. An impressive empty door frame. An exit into the world outside. He stepped forward, welcomed by the light. So their name is Kronos. Wow. What happened to this place? How did this? It really is a big sky, isn't it? Yeah. But look at this very tall thing. Think we can touch the clouds if we climb it. Huh? And look at this short purple one. Hello. I think he looks a bit confused. Who are you? Are you confused? Are you lost? This place looks very easy to get lost in. Everything looks the same. Are you Zelda and Link? Nah, just kidding. No. Wait just a moment. Who are you? Wait a minute. You know what happened? Or where we are? Huh? Did something happen? We awoke just a moment ago. Everything just came to be, I think. Oh, perhaps. Perhaps. Maybe. Could you be the maker of this world? No. I don't think so. What are you on about? Wait, then. Could it be that? He paused to think for a moment. If it wasn't him, then... Could it be? Stop repeating what I'm saying. Maybe this is what she meant with dreaming about the world. Did she make a world? Then we're in Kenos' dream. Kenos? What's that? Kenos is my sister. She's sleeping up there. Oh. And you? Who are you? Look, if you're going to get on my nerves, at least give me some answers first. What do you know? The two-winged twins tilted their heads in unison. Ah? Well, we know as much as you do. And that is? Nothing. Nothing at all. Not what's in our heads. And answers even less. Rent-free. Head empty, rent-free. Yeah, that I can tell. Really? Did the first people of the world have to be like this? Ahem. Well, from what I can see, you're the first creations of this world. For some reason, and... Kronos looked around. And all he could see was more and more reflective emptiness. He turned around to see the tower. A marvelous and ornate pale white spire. That's when he noticed something. On each side of the door, there was an empty pedestal. Is that where it came from? Like, statues or something? Indeed. That's where we found ourselves standing earlier. Good observation. See? You can even answer your own questions if you try. You're seriously testing me right now. I think I'm starting to see what's going on. Kenos, what are you thinking? I can almost hear you giggling in your sleep. You're gonna play you Miniki. brother. She spelled to him like something she would do, at least. What kind of dream she was having? That it made these two bird brains spawn into existence. Surely it had to be on purpose to mess with him. Anyway, do you two have names? Something to call you by? Namae? Do we have them? Do we? I'll take that as a no. I should have guessed. I suppose you have just been born after all. Very well. As one of your new gods, I shall kindly grant you names. He thought hard at it. A name. What could be a good name for them? He didn't have that much experience naming things. Every time he imagined a story, the characters were always defined by their roles, never by names. Names have the power to give shapes, identities. When something is named, it is defined. That's very true. The gears turn in his head. In search of 40 names, something to make historical. Perhaps something like you'll be Kisara, and you will be Nashira. I guess that will work. Ooh, we have names now. How nice. Thank you, Purple One. I really like this name. My name is not Purple One. It's Kronos. Kronos. Don't you ever dare forget. Kronos. Got it. Like the Titan. And your sister's name is Canas. Kronos and Canas. And Nashira and Kisara. Yes, that's right. Who gave you your names? Our names? Who? That's a good question. I think we've always had them, somehow. Ooh, that's lucky. Being born with a name. What about this place? Does it have a name too? This place? You mean the tower? It's the Tower of Heaven. With music from flashy goodness, not just kidding. Let's look up at the tower, looming above. I don't know. I think it has also been born without one. It looks so tall from the outside. It does. Do you think we could fly all the way to the top? Well, with one wing? I don't know. Don't get too far now. If you're the entrance statues, your job is to stay around here, isn't it? I'll go back inside to investigate it myself. But why? We can move our wings now. And our legs too. Don't forget that. We can walk, or fly, or even run anywhere now. Hopefully not running in Naruto style or something. Into Area 51. You know what? Do what you want. Anything so you don't keep insisting. Yay! Nay! And the three enter the tower. Going up the stairs is where I came from, where our room was, and here, something wrong. I didn't notice that door earlier. Ooh, let's open it. You mean I will open it? You two will follow behind me and will not touch anything. Got it. Okay. Each with different expressions of happy. Good. Alright. Let's save first. She's sleeping up there. She's sleeping up there. She shouldn't be disturbed. There's Sister Kenas. She's up there. Should we go say hello? No. I mean, she's up there, yes. But she's asleep right now. And why does she sleep? She said she wanted to dream. For now, let's leave her be. We can go visit later. She's sleeping up there, she shouldn't be disturbed. Okay, same thing. I could try to go outside. So cloudy, yet so bright at the same time. It just goes on and on. Is there even anything out there? Anything else? Okay, nothing else. So this is really similar to like the stairway. That's one thing. Let's grab the doorknob. As if reacting to his touch. The frame of the door glowed in a faint strange light. And it opened. Inside, a staircase welcomed them downwards. Yep. Welcome back to the stairway, buddy. The Stairway 2! It's the sequel. Step by step, they descended. And after climbing down the steps, they found a room with a single display case. If anyone there present had ever visited one, it would have reminded them of a sad museum exhibition. Behind the nearly empty glass, a small sparkle caught their attention. Interesting. Let's always save. That's why they're there now as well. Anything else here? Nothing. Making sure there's nothing else there. About here. What's this? There's a nameplate below. Noctamaran of the 12 Hours. Instinctively, Kronos reached out for it. In that world, there's a wizard that travels back in time to stop a prophecy from happening. But when he arrives to the past, he befriends the person who will make the prophecy occur in the first place. Huh? Wait, isn't that one of the stories I made with Kenos? Well, I have to admit, I'm quite proud of that one. But what does this? When he looked at his hand, there was a golden pocket watch. Interesting. Is that the same watch? I think there was a golden pocket watch as well on the stairway as well. Noctamaran. Is that what you're called? Tick tock, tick tock. The open pocket watch only replied with a repeating sound. Wow, so pretty. Hey, did I tell you not to touch any it? Before he realized, the twins were glued to the display case, looking at it attentively. Where the glow used to be, there was now a starry silhouette, as if the object itself had been torn from space and left a hole into the void. I guess I can keep it. Still, a pocket watch. Why do I even know what that is? He looked around the room, but found nothing else to note. A pocket watch. A tower. A nameplate and the words in it. And all the things in the stories he and his sister had shared. How did they know all of that? When did they learn it? If everything they had always known was a void. The enigma kindled many questions in his mind, and from the question, a thought was born. I want to learn. I want to understand. Come, let's go see what else there is in the rest of the tower. Okay, Kratos signaled for the two to follow him out of the room, and ascended through the stairs and into the upper floors. And there they found many things. Comfortable rooms, more stairs, mysterious rooms. More stairs, strange corridors, a hall. The tower went on and on. It really is a dream. And at the topmost of the dormitory, and at the topmost floor, a dormitory. In the dormitory, a bed. And in the bed, a sleeping dreamer. Are you the same character before? Into the stairway? Dreaming so peacefully, not even the two talkative birds dared to break the silence. Kenas, is it okay if I leave? Can I go see what is out there? He didn't dare ask out loud, and even if he had, he wouldn't have expected a reply. For some time, he thought in the rooms. He thought in the stairs. He thought in the strange corridors. And when he was done thinking, at last, he decided on an answer. Very well. Hashira, Kisara, you will keep watch over the tower. Understood? Of course. Leave it to us. I don't know. Is it really okay to leave you two in charge? I'm starting to have second thoughts. Everything better still be the same when I return, okay? Don't worry at all. We'll keep it nice and clean and peaceful. I doubt anyone will be coming here anyway. I'll entrust you with this job. You're Kena's first creation, so do take care of her too. And as if in answer to his wishes, the pocket watch glowed in a faint light. Slowly, the particles of light gathered in front of him and molded into a shape like feathers floating in circles in the wind. And when he took it in his hands, he knew what it was for. A name and a prayer had already appeared in his mind. Alphon, may the doves always whisper of peace. Ah, that's very cute. I'm not gonna lie. This is for you. You no longer just you'll no longer be just birds or statues. You'll be the watchers of this place. Keep this and treat it well. For us. A gift. It's part of you now. It's a gift from this world. Ooh! And what does it do? Give us flowers? Glow in the dark? How am I supposed to know? This thing didn't come with instructions. If our god doesn't know what his gifts do. But that's a good thing. I'm glad you're short and clueless and not a scary god. You're more like us. You might become an angry god at this rate. I will pretend I never heard that. Yes, I'll do that. I'll do just that. Carlos turned away to look at the horizon through the entrance doors. Well, no more delay. I guess I'm going. Let's go see what there is beyond this field. A mirror-like field that went on and on. With every footstep, it made a slight noise. For a long time, it would be the only sound he would hear. And for the first time, he would know what true silence is. He would start to miss his sister, and even the strange birds. But he would not be ready yet to admit it. Don't get lost now. Don't get lost. Don't get lost. It's a simple maze. It's just a one square. Not just kidding. We'll be waiting here for you. I'm not gonna get lost, okay? I'm a god. I'll definitely find a way. And so, the fledgling god departed to see this newborn world. What sort of places would await him? What new creations would he meet? Would he find a way and not get lost, like he so confidently affirmed? After a long time, he would find out. Safe travels, Kronos. I hope you'll have a fun journey. Oh wow, there's another one? Okay, at least we can save here. What the? There's another thing here. Extra story in Stinking Marble. Wait, do I remember the fourth one to be open already? Let's see about this one. In Stinking Marble. Okay, when the little god left on his journey, the two birds wave him goodbye. They wave and wave until he disappeared in the horizon. And we're left in thought for a moment. Don't you wish you could go as well? Not really. Feels like this is where we belong. The two had only begun existing. Sculptures who had just been granted life. Art is often born with a purpose. To stand still, watching over something. To add to the beauty of a place. To express feeling. Sometimes to leave something behind. But what purpose does a statue with life have? Perhaps it is to fly very high above the clouds. But how would a statue know what it is to fly? By having wings. We don't know. We were defined when we came to be and receive our names. Why we were made in this form. Okay, do we have wings because we're supposed to fly? Or do we fly because we have wings? Maybe it's just an instinct engraved in our marble. It almost feels like we've always been together. Like our wings were once part of a single being. Like our thoughts, even before we opened our eyes, had always been connected. Is that also part of what is that also part of what defines us? Maybe we just have a very kind God. A God who didn't want us to be alone. So it gave us each other so we would have company. Yeah? Let's fly together and feel small under the vast sky. Let's walk and run and learn and wonder about nothing and everything. Something and something, I guess. And when we're tired, let's rest here and dream until our God returns. Interesting. This one is funny because basically... Okay, proceed anyway, no. This one is still empty, by the way. So weird. What's this one? Extra story, okay. Keep down the wishing well. Story of Somnus. Read the story, okay? Sure. Note, the story is directly linked to the game Stairway. To the game The Stairway. To experience it in full, it is advised to play The Stairway beforehand. Well, I will actually link it at the end of the video if you want to check what the game is about. And the dew fell like years of sorrow. Years. Oh, it says tears. And the dew fell like the tears of sorrow. There. All correct now. Yep, here's a character I know. Lyra. Phew. I think that was the last page. Mr. Gainville, I'm done proofreading. I leave the stack over here. Look. Oh, marvelous work, Lyra. I look forward to reading your insights. My thanks for catching up with all the pages. Is this the same look that was before? Yeah, on the one with the kind of like town thing. My thanks for catching up with all the pages. Is there any other work left to revise? If only, perhaps, in a world where these scribbles... if only, perhaps in a world where these scribbles are considered more words than ink stains. Alas, my muse insists on forsaking me. Okay, the idea is there, unlike a storm. But the ink dries on my kill before I can find the words to inscribe them on the words to inscribe them on paper. Yep, it's the same person who lost their kill before. So yeah. Don't be so dramatic, Mr. Gainville. If you can't find the inspiration, why not go for a walk and get some fresh air or touch grass? Staying holed up here can't be that good for creativity. That's true. Unfortunately, I'm forced to. On my side. Shall I? No, I shan't yet. Going outside requires walking, and that makes the strokes of the quill unsteady. But you are free to get some of this fresh air for today, Lyra. Do not let this unfortunate soul keep you any longer. You take a break though. It will do you good. Alright, here we go. We're now playing the Stairway 2. When was the last time you tidied up your study, Mr. Gainville? I do not require criticism on the conditions of my workplace. Oh yes, yes you do. With a smug face. Let's check some things first. Nope. Anything else here? Nothing else. Today's work, all in a neat little pile. The tragedy and drama in Blooming Dead Roses continues to escalate. Okay, I do also remember that, I think. It has been a while, unfortunately. Speaking of which, how is the matter with your own manuscripts? You have not brought any to my attention. You have not brought any to my attention as of late. I'm sorry, my nose is itchy right now. I haven't really written anything worthwhile lately. I've been going through the novels you lent me though. Reading is the first step to writing, so I say. Kind of, sometimes. How are you finding this tale so far? Pretty good. If that's a fourth wall question. I finished through Crystal Brains, and I'm a quarter of the way into the Silver Cat. Interesting, that's the same book before. The main characters are all very unique. You don't see a thief band like there's often. But I'm mostly intrigued about how they'll manage to steal a star. Well, if someone can destroy a moon by using a fucking golem to remove the tide, then yeah. That's not impossibility. Ah, that one. It is an interesting mystery, both in story and its color. I thought there was no name in the cover. Don't we know who wrote it? It is likely its writer just wished to remain anonymous. But there are no traces as to who it could have been. Maybe it's also the Silver Cat. Almost as if the book had appeared out of nowhere. Interesting. The biggest mystery of all. Take good care of it. Though there are copies, they are a priceless few. Interesting. Alright. A part of Mr. Gainville's book collection, mostly novels. Anything else? How about this one? Okay, nothing else. Let's just save here. Let's go out. Time to get some grass. Oh, I mean fresh air. Interesting. Mr. Gainville. Always so stubborn. I guess this means I'm free of proofreading. Proofreading work until he finishes. At least I get a break. Finally. Sweet outdoors air. Hell yeah. Zircon, no new mail for today. Empty. Mr. Gainville will be happy to hear. He always complains about wasting his writing time on letters. But that's also no seals to munch on, hungry. Zircon, have you been eating wax seals? Have you been eating the wax seals? If I remember, this is the lizard? Doesn't your master give you food? It's part of our pack. I watch over his correspondence, and I get the glossy treats tasty. Nonsense. Come on, I'll bring you a real snack next time. Fine. I'll be waiting for it patiently. It might be the lizard or the cat. I don't remember. I might need to recheck my playthrough of it again. Okay, sometimes I don't remember. This might be the same village. Okay, that one is close. I'm just gonna save first and make sure that we don't step on the right direction. I don't feel like going home yet. Interesting. Ooh, is this the same girl? Boris, if we end up opening our doors to the waking world like planned, I hope I can be the first. I hope I can be the first to show them our flowers. Okay, interesting. Back in stock. Local Iridendron Star Cosmos from Salburis. Surprise doll bulbs. Don't miss them. Alright. Young plants and fungi starting to grow. Miss Money, hello. Oh hey, it's Chromagy. Nah, just kidding. Monique. Oh, if it is Lyra. If it isn't Lyra, off work for today. For today and for a while, it seems. I might finally even get some time to focus on my own stuff. That man keeps working you to the bone, I'm telling you. Yep, and that's also the same tree before. Either he writes 100 pages in a night, or he doesn't write at all. That's Mr. Gainville for you. But we love him for it. That we do. Especially when he doesn't leave us on cliffhangers for ages. Anything on the next part of the Blooming Dead Roses yet? No spoilers. My mouth is sealed. Curse you. Confidentiality pact. Non-disclosure agreement. Speaking of roses, have you seen Roseanne anywhere? Not today. Why? She didn't come to singing classes. I've been worrying. The other kid said the poor deer seem a bit down today. Ah, makes sense. Today makes a year since Katra move away. Well, I'm in a mighty need of a little stroll, and I'm free enough right now. I'll go check on her. Thank you, Lyra. You're a dear. They saw her going down the road to the wishing well earlier, if it helps. Interesting. If I wasn't waiting on the package, I might have just gone. I might have just gone myself. So this might be the one who waits for some bottle in the letter, or message in a bottle or something. Oh, now that I remember, you're family with the farm boy, aren't you? Could you give this to him if you're going that way? You might have seen Roseanne too if she passed by. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Obtain small package. Interesting. Those are pumpkins, isn't it? Sure. I'll ask him since I'm at it. Can I know what's inside? Or is it confidential too? Some experimental seeds. I tried altering one of the last gourds I got from him, and I have a good feeling about the result. Ooh, sounds delicious. Oh, why not said you're familiar? Wouldn't it be easier? Brrr. Okay. I wish. If it was possible to make her move her feathery butt, I would have. The best I can ask of her is to help out with the class instrumentals. She'd eat all the seeds before making a single delivery. Yep. But she's so cute. Look at her. Fluffy and round. Yeah, that's true. She is, and she knows it. I cannot forgive her. I can't not forgive her. If you ever decide on a familiar, make sure it's not an absolute lazy ass. Now I'll say directly on that one. Ah. If I ever decide to make if I ever decide to decide I'll make if I ever decide to decide, I'll make sure to remember that. Well, see you around, Miss Money. I'll let you know if I found out anything. Any moment now. The wait for deliveries is always so long. They notified me. It had arrived. It arrived about now, but here I am, still waiting. Relatable. It's just a bunch of music sheets from Aklahir. How difficult can it be? We need them in time for the performance. Oh, is that next performance in the Aklahir Conservatory? Indeed. And a bunch of musicians from other domains have been invited too. We need to bring the best of our own, Bukapi. You're going to show them the city of spellcraft isn't behind on music. Awesome. Same thing again? Or can we not talk anymore? Okay. Same thing, okay. But just like that's it. It's gonna save a different save. It is the time clock, not the tree clock. Or the clock tree, there you go. The clock tree. It tells how long until the day cycle is over. Yep. It's still early though. It's still early enough. Nice. Okay. Card courier. More delayed deliveries. I only hope the receiver won't want to kill me. Hey, it's not our fault that the guys at Sovas are too busy with the council to send orders on time. If only people cared more about that before yelling at us. I just work here, man. Okay. Who are you? Word, man. Sigh. Why is she always like this? I don't know what to do. Interesting. It might be relevant later. Alright. Who are you? Alright. I always hit this really easy. I'm sorry about that. Is it true there's a very big snake in the river? I won't believe it until I see it. Alright. I don't think so. Oh, here we go. It's a farm. It is an exact recreation. It might have the same themes, by the way. Just like revamp. Just a normal well. This one doesn't make wishes come true. That's what you need is water. I do remember the talking scarecrow there and like something else. Yep. Yeah, if you wish for water, then you're good. Let's say beer first. What's this? Ah, it's locked. Jiggle, jiggle. It's locked. I could just jump over it, but I should go deliver those seeds first. What's this? Can we not interact with anything else here? Okay. Interesting. Almost the same layout anyway. Hey, yeah, scarecrow. A scarecrow. Keeper of the greens. Hey, nice hat. Thanks. Want to know what's under it? Oh, what is it? Take a guess, take a guess. Another hat. You see, the answer is absolutely nothing. Many things. Behold the bucket of countless possibilities. Interesting. Well, don't tell Wolfgang. He'd be mad about the bird. Yep, I still remember that name. Is it? Holder of the bucket of countless possibilities. Sure. Maybe not sneak peek? No. Alright. No answer. He might not have heard. Okay. He left to take a nap after working on the fields. Oh, I see. Should I come later? Try knocking louder. Might wake him up. He'll be grumpy. Ah, I know. Awoo! Awoo what, Lyra? What's the matter with you today? I knew you'd answer, Wolf. Just because I have Wolf in the name doesn't... Ah, forget it. What's up? Here, a delivery. It's from Miss Money. Delivered small package. Oh, the singer? You really do know everyone. We're practically work neighbors. He says she should try these gourd seeds she modified. I thought she was joking. I told her the crimson bird feathers were enough payment. Guess I'll plant them and send her some as thanks when they grow. Send some to me too. And to your aunt and uncle. They miss you. It's not like they aren't free to visit anytime. Look at that. Their daughter is here right now. Totally unprompted. You don't get it. It's not the same. It's all about the intention. You're right. You're just everywhere. I don't know how you do it. I do like being everywhere. You see, if you want to be somewhere, just go there. And if you want to talk to someone, just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams, buddy. Even off-limit zones. Yeah, even off-limit zones. The council can't keep watch on everything I do. I'm not gonna get in trouble. Oh, speaking of getting in trouble. No, silly. I'm looking for Rosie, and I heard she might have come this way. Girl with long brown hair, but a tiny bit shorter than me. Unless you're just describing another you I'm not aware of. I might have seen her pass by before my break. Great. Can you open the door for me? Please? I thought you could just jump over it, like you always do. And yet here I am, begging your help for once. Rejoice. Sure. Acorn has the key, yep. Oh yeah, the squirrel. Acorn has the key. Go ask him by the well. By the well if you don't feel like jumping. Gotcha. Thank you, Wolf. Remember to give it back. And be careful around the river. Alright. Still can't believe you just named a squirrel Acorn. What? It's fitting. He's a squirrel and he likes it. Get your own familiar and overthink its name if you want. Get a wolf familiar too. It will be more fitting. Awoo! Ah yes. The guy whose name happens to include an animal's name has that animal as a familiar. So original. How did I not think of that? Come on. Your name is Lyra, and I don't expect you to be good at playing music. Boo. Boo. Will you go visit your aunt and uncle, though? Yeah, why not? It's been a while anyways. I do miss them too. Yay! Okay, same thing. Alright. Let's go ask Acorn. They're around here. I think. Acorn! Are you there? Being called? Hello, Lyra. Hope says you have the key. Can I have it a moment to open the gate? The key. Here, open the gate. Obtain fence key. That's a cool looking key. Thank you. You say something else? My hands. Too small to open gate. Understandable, buddy. Use the fence key. There. Let's go give the key back to Acorn. No. Just leave. Let's go give it back to Acorn first. Here you go, the key. Return fence key. Thank you. Don't understand why Wolfgang closes it. Everyone just passes anyway. Some rules of the council. They don't like it when the ways out of town are all open and inviting. I get that some domains around Bukafi are dangerous, but I think it's excessive. Big fans of closed doors. Oh, they really are. Well, see you around. Right, Acorn. If you ever want to prank Wolfgang, make sure to wake him up with a loud awoo. One morning, you'll see. Ow? We'll try and see. We'll never expect it. Heh. You say anything else? Okay. Nothing else, okay. So they'll be hearing that. Oh well. Proceed now. Continue down the road to the wishing well. No, hang on. We can just repeat this segment anyways. Yeah. Ah, There she is. You not say anything on this? We get an automatic cutscene. We walk here. God dang it. Rosie, I've been looking for you. Oh, Lyra. I'm sorry I didn't see you. What are you doing here? I don't know what to do. I messed up, Lyra. It's okay. Tell me, what happened? My bracelet. The one you got from Katra. It's the anniversary since she left to live in the waking world. I was thinking if I should throw it in the wishing well and make a wish to see her, but I wasn't sure. But then, it slipped and fell. I didn't even have time to make a wish. I messed up. Oh. Maybe I should just leave it be. It belongs to the king now. There's no way I can get it back. Should we get someone with a familiar to lend us a hand? It's part of the king's treasures now. I don't think anyone would help with that. Well, in that case, I'll just go get it myself. If the king hasn't pick it up yet, it's still gonna be there, right? Eh? No. Are you mad? We can't just dive into the wishing well. We'd make the king furious. How do you know? The council talks to her all the time. The king can't be that mean. It was an accident anyway. Surely she'll understand. But we're not the council. Aren't you afraid at all? You'll probably drag us down the river to drown forever. Well, can't hurt to try. The king has only been nice to us, hasn't she? And this bracelet is important to you. Gotta apply some water breathing in. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go again. Lyra, oh wait. And you and I. Yeah, just kidding. It said at the wishing well, the river that circles the city of Bukavi is deeper than it seems, like a moat guarding a castle. In the depths of the river, a king lives. Vine. The king of sauce. Nah, just kidding. The king of spellcraft. I don't remember. Vine. She keeps watching over the city, protecting her citizens from the nightmares that roam outside, like a benevolent guardian. To disrespect her could be. Glove. Now where's this bracelet? I can barely see anything. Let's dive closer to the bottom. The water feels weird here. Oh, there. I think I see something shiny. Ah. The magic has stopped. Ow. I can't breathe. I warned them not to approach for their safety, and this happens. Is that... Hold on tight, little one. I'll get you out of here. Yes. Lyra, what did... Do not be afraid. I had just come to return this lost little one. On the assumption that they are lost and didn't break my clearly established rules on purpose. Are you? Could it be? I am the one you called King Viney, guardian of Bukapi. My nose feels horrible. Thank you for saving her. Quick, Lyra, tell her thanks. Thank you. Don't fret. You can use your magic again now. That was a scare. My spell just suddenly dissolved. I told your elders to keep you all away for a reason. I hope this has been a lesson to learn from. Does the water at the bottom have magic cancelling properties? You would do better not to know. A lot of you know no fear and would try to get to the bottom at your own risk. I will ask you to keep it secret. Sorry, I may have risked it a little bit. So it was on purpose then. Oh, but she did it to help me. It's my fault. My bracelet fell then. I see. So it was not an offering. What was your bracelet like? It's colored a bit wide. Bigger than my wrist. It has a wavy pattern too. That's how I remember it too. I can vouch for it. An accurate description. I can see you are telling the truth. I will return it, but only this time. A second time, and I will keep it as a lesson. Really? I can have it back. It won't happen again, I promise. I'll be much more careful. Careful. Be at ease. No harm has been done. King Viney, if I may ask, since you know a lot of things, do you know what the waking world is like? I just can't help wondering. Is Katra happy there? Ah, it's hard to say, little one. The people in the waking world might not be ready to accept people like you. Why? Is it so different from here? People there have grown up without knowing magic, and are afraid of those who do. Miracles and curses can be similar in their eyes. Those who command such power can easily induce fear of the respect others would want for themselves. I see. It's so unfair. Katra and her family move away, hoping to make things better. I've heard the people there suffer a lot of disgraces. Oh, you made her son. You made her son now. I was merely stating the facts. Yep. All those of you who have left for the waking world, only to never return, are an undeniable truth. But things are better now, right? The council announced they negotiate personally, all in good faith. On that, I can only hope that it will end well. I have always hoped that you will tread on your own paths without my help. And this is but one more of your steps. Our God once said that the world we live in is not only a dream in name. For those outside the dream, all from it might as well be incomprehensible. It's interesting. I'm pressing enter. A dream? But that can't be can it? We're awake right now. Hey, Lyra. Hey, it's true. We know we're real, aren't we? We even have our own dreams when we sleep. Good point. The line between reality and dream blurs when you don't live outside the dream shell. And that's enough lessons for today. If an accident like this happens again, gulp. You can ask this familiar to search it for you. Make a pact with it, and you can keep it. Oh yeah, that is certainly something. I still remember the jellyfish. Familiar for me. Ooh, that's cool. Congrats, Rosie. Thank you. Thank you so much. To get a familiar from the king herself. I don't know how I'll ever repay. Nothing I must worry about. For some time, you did offer a tribute, even if accidentally. But now go, little ones. Do not loiter around here for long, unless you drop your treasure again. It won't happen again. Thank you so much. Bye bye, King Viney. Thank you again for saving me. That was scary. I can't believe we talked to the king herself. Was it? He was much more approachable than I expected. And it was all thanks to me. How can you be so casual? You really are one of those fearless people she mentioned. Eh? That's how life in the city of Pukapi was. It was a place where people were able to follow their own paths, like King Viney wanted. Many enjoyed sharing their creations with the world. Others preferred teaching their knowledge and skills. Some just live in peace, following their calling, and a few more spend their time trying new things to find their own purpose. All to make the world a bit better for everyone. It might be a bit difficult to imagine, having always lived in the waking world. We didn't even use money like you do. But just by trading our experiences, we enrich our own lives. Did you get any familiar in the end? So yeah, this is the ending of I think, the stairway before? Or maybe different. So there's a Stella, yep. The main character, Sarah. Nope, I never decided, and ended up missing my chance. Don't know what I would have picked anyway. Ah. At least now you know why you met all those people and talking animals on the way. Even if our memories are separate, our soul is the same. So they can get a bit mixed up, subconsciously at least. Okay, but you won't start taking over my mind, right? This is all uncanny enough already. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Not like I can anyway. I'm just a part of your brain that has survived our incarnation somehow. Nothing too bad. Not too bad, she says. You don't even know how that happened. How do I know I'm not just talking to myself? Both things are technically true. Great. Now Nina will think I'm weirder. Okay. Don't be silly. As if that would change anything with her. You know that. Your mind even manifested her younger self to tell you you're a worrywart. Okay, but don't dig in my memories. That's embarrassing. Even though I'm being so open about my own memories, stingy. But you told me about them yourself. So the others were people from your city then. It's hard to believe. All this about the city of witches in the world of dreams. Unbelievable, but true. Are they also like you? Living inside someone's mind? Maybe they reincarnated too. But there's no way for me to know. But I'm aware none of them are around anymore. It's been a long time since I live anyways. Interesting. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's fine. Now they live on here, in your little world, in a way. Even if they're not the same. I don't know what to say. This is still a lot to take in. At first, I thought I was just talking to myself. But then it turns out, there are ghosts in my brain. For the record, I'm the only ghost here, and I won't let any others possess you. Power of daydreaming isn't mastered in a day, so don't worry. Once I recover my form, I might be able to teach you a lot more. We'll have a lot of time to talk, and you a lot of time to improve. I'm just glad now I can learn more about the waking world where you live. I was never even able to visit back then, and things were complicated. Oh no, how complicated? Complicated enough to change the city forever. But, but let's talk about that some other day. First, you tell me more about your world. It's funny how broken this is, by the way. I think some of the images are gone now. Let me save here first. Let me see if I missed something, so I'll be right back. Okay, I think at least I missed this one. Look Kingville's house. A fairly well-known writer here in Bukapi. Seems like it will be some time until his next story. I think that's about it. I think that's about it anyway, so I'll be right back and let me just complete the gallery. Hopefully it works this time. It's weird it's so buggy. Before we go to like, you know, to our ending or like post commentary at things. I'll be right back. Unfortunately, I can't really salvage these other two. I think this game like it's kind of like the issue I had before with like Moonlit Blessed. Sometimes some of the things just like don't appear or anything. Like there's like this, it has the same bug as before. So yeah, unfortunately this one's where always has been bugged, and I'm not sure. Probably they will be able to fix it in a future update if they ever work into this again. So yeah, it's kind of sad because I just really want to at least. I might do some magic to this, so I'll just let it be like this and then edit it later, so you'll see at least like kind of like the full picture. So yeah. Anyway, for the meantime, that's about it for the first part of Stars of the Dreaming World, and the next part until like probably 2 or 3 stories come out. At least that will be just a decent amount to just like cover everything at least, or maybe make a multiple part at least. Again, all of these are short stories anyway, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go to title for now to do our outro. And so that's it for Stars of the Dreaming World. It's pretty cool, I would still say about it. I enjoyed the little short story aspect and things. And it's not like just like, okay, I thought it would be like really long. Like one of them will be actually just long and things. No, it actually is a short story. And also time only so far there are 2 short stories where you move around. And that's like the one related to the stairway, and basically the dreams of the 3 people, I think. Fortunately, I should check it out. This one, Deep Down the Wishing Well, yeah. And basically also this, Birds of the Salt Flat. And this one for Rio, so yeah. Still, I enjoyed so far all of them, and maybe the later ones, especially the final one of the Stars of the Dreaming World, will connect all of them together. And like basically, you know, really make the like put the final like we'll put the final pieces into of the puzzle in its place. So far, I enjoy it. Again, I really like this artist art. So or this dev's art. It's so amazing. I was not gonna lie. And it's still pretty. It's still a pretty great game, despite the bugs it has and things. Fortunately, that makes like the or select kind of like a broken menu sometimes. It is like an issue I also experienced before in like Moonlit Blessing. I think for most of the time at this point, a remake would be a much better thing about it. In order to like have a better possibility of like at least the menu not bugging. Still, so far, I think they can still stay with this. Fortunately, like yeah, the star select is kind of broken. For so far, I enjoy it. What the current stories we have, at least so far about it. I can't wait to see how will they connect all of this together. There's still like currently 6 short stories that are not revealed anyway. So yeah. Also, I think that's a reason as to why as well. Like the stairway story is like separated to it. I'm not sure it will be connected though, but we'll see. It still kind of has like the same thing into it, of course. All of them are just basically about dream worlds and things. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for now for Stars of the Dreaming World Part 1. As to when the Part 2, who knows? At this point, after this, I'll be actually now doing a recap first, and I will be reviewing and rewatching my recording sessions of Happy Saint Show, and now we will actually continue alongside with a certain game that may have played by a friend a while ago. I mean, there are certain games that I'll be playing that have been played by a friend of mine as well. So yeah. Well, certainly one of them has a remaster. Man, I wish I could just like, oh hey, maybe just bring them along to like, Unfortunately, I don't think they will like that anyway or something. I just wish they would. Well, if they see this video though and I talk about that, then I. So yeah, I'm gonna give you the title anyway, at least of the game. It's Emerald Wasp. Will be soon. Alongside with their other game in the future somehow, which is Tip Inside, which also got a remaster anyway and a Steam release. So yeah. Again, so far I enjoyed this so far. So as for part 2, until like I'll consider this 3 stories or all of it. That will be part 2 and that's about it. Anyway, that's it for now for Stars of the Dreaming World. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you into another game, I guess. So, bye bye, and may stars guide you.